if you're someone like me who grew up as a good boy, as an ideal boy, the kind your parents parade to your relatives because you're so docile, you're so nerdy, you don't talk back to anyone, you don't do any mischief. You're, again, a good boy. You do what is told. You don't talk back to anyone. You don't fight. You don't argue. You are a domesticated pet, basically. If that's you, because that was me, I'm going to tell you about the most important skill you can learn as a man to take back control of your life, to really live life to the fullest. And this skill is frame control. I'll just drop a quick definition for those of you who don't know. Stream control is basically maneuvering your position, your status, where you stand when you are put into a confrontation or you have to disobey someone. I'll give you an example. You go onto YouTube, you learn about gold shards, you learn about going to the gym, you learn about all these difficult, good things that make you a man. And then suddenly when you are actually doing when you're actually doing these, your family, they start kind of passing little comments. They start to say, don't do gold showers because it will explode nerves in your head. They say don't go to the gym because it's risky and it destroys your body, because once you leave the gym then you'll become fat or some weird shit like that. At that moment, even if what they're saying is correct, you have to disagree for the sake of disagreeing. Because what that does is builds up your frame. Simply learning how to be disagreeable, how to stand your frame, how to build and maintain your frame will literally save you from so much fucking trouble in life. Because when you think about it, most of these issues men go through, divorce, their girls cheat on them, their parents don't respect them. All of this can be solved really easily with frame control. When you're with a girl and she says something you don't like, instead of being a little agreeable bitch boy, confront her. Tell her you don't like that shit. Tell her it's not cool with you. If she does some weird shit like, talking to her ex or going with her guy friends to weird places, stand your fucking ground. Tell her that you're not cool with this shit, that this thing is like this relationship is done. And most of the time what that will do is just make your respect go up in her eyes, and then she'll come back to you. Because people think girls have a lot of options, so if I don't obey her, if I don't become her slave, she will leave me with someone else. But that's not true. Girls are looking for a guy that they can respect, even if it's all subconscious. They're not actively looking for it, but inside their primal biological DNA, they want a guy who can stand his frame, who is respectable, who is not afraid to leave them, who has options. Because when we say girls have a lot of options, the type of options they have is the little gremlins, the guys on social media who are like show Bob and Vegana pics. They have a lot of quantity, but a very little pool of actually quality guys. And the guys who are actually quality, other girls soup them up, You will rarely find a quality guy who is actually single because he can't get any girls. He will be single because he just doesn't want a relationship. He just wants casual things here and there. But it's very rare to find, because even if they fuck up, guys who are attractive, who stand their frame, even if they fuck up, even if they do something controversial, I'm not supporting this, but even if they cheat on their girlfriends, guess what? Their girlfriends will come back to them, they will crawl back to them for some fucking reason. And I don't make the rules of this game, I just play it. So, and let's say you want to start an online business, you want to do something different with your life, you don't want to go down the typical generic route. And Your parents tell you, no, you have to go to college. Why? No, no, everyone should have a degree because society this, society that. How will you get to marry if you don't have a degree? This and that. But I'm earning money without the degree. I'm doing something I like. I'm passionate about it. Why should I need a degree? Don't argue with me. You need a degree. Stupid fucking shit. Like a tape recorder, then repeating the same thing over and over again without any solid ground to support it. But in those moments, if you can stand your fucking frame, many guys think that if they score good marks, if they, you know, be the best academic weapon, their parents will love them, their parents will respect them. But it's fucking bullshit. You and me both know when you scored 97 out of 100, your parents didn't overtly congratulate you, or maybe it was just my parents. They asked where the rest of 3 marks went. Out of 100, why did you score 97? Where were the other three? And so, if you're thinking that being an academic weapon, being a shut in nerd who studies all day will earn you your parents' respect and love, you're so fucking wrong because that's not how parents' minds work. There's a really good video by Goldclad on this, Goldclad Warrior on his channel called Why तुम्हारे parents कभी respect नहीं करते. It's a really good watch, but what I mean to say is, instead of being a little agreeable cuck who listens to everything his parents say blindly because he lives in a disillusioned world, in a Bollywood world where parents are reincarnations of gods and God made mothers because he could not be everywhere at once, gay shit like that. Drop that, build your frame, have some fucking balls and look your parents in the eyes and tell them, I'm doing something I like. I want to work hard in it. I don't want to go down the college route because even if I succeed, I'm not going to need a degree or a job. So I'm not going to college. And when they start fighting you over it, fight back, hold your frame. What are they going to do? Tell them I'm not going to give exams. I'm not going to go to college. What are they going to do? Tell them even if they drag you into the exam hall, I won't write anything. Do it. If you can tranquilize me, literally drug me, kidnap me, and make me sit down in the exam hall to give the exam, I won't write anything. What the fuck will you do then? Like, literally, man children, 25-year-old man children. I don't know if you've watched this, but there was a shot of Acharya Prashant, and in one of his lectures, there's a guy in the audience who's standing up and asking him, Guruji, I want to do this with my life, I want to do that, but my parents don't agree. What should I do? And the motherfucker was 27 years old. It's are you a fucking cow? Like, is that what you are? You do not have the you don't have two balls to literally look your parents in the eye and say, I'm not doing that. Do your worst. Do whatever you want to do. I'm not doing that. Literally, like, being a bad boy, being a gunda, being a delinquent is so ostracized in our society that even though like those are the only people who are living their life to the fullest, they're going out, they're having fun, they're having relationships, and most of us guys, most of us good guys, nice guys who've been like this ever since we were kids, we live a really suppressed life. We live a life where we're almost living for others. We're living for the validation of our parents. We're living for the validation of our relatives. But if you just learn to control your frame, if you learn that this is not the end of the world, if your parents are really the gods you think them to be, if they really are that good, they will understand your point of view, they will support you in your journey. If they don't, fuck them. Like, I know our culture, especially in India, our culture, our morals, they're really strong, they're really good, but there has to be a limit. where you have to know, okay, even though all this culture, all this morals is there, all this religious scriptures is there, but there's a very high chance that these are just societal norms and the scriptures are just words written in a book. And I'm not attacking your religious beliefs or whatever. If that pissed you off, just get off this channel. Be a fucking logical human being who can get into conversations without taking it on into its fucking ass. Don't catch arrows and put them up your ass. There's a good chance that the religious scriptures about rebirth, about karma, about how to treat others, they're just words in a book. And when you die, it's just that. You get to live once and then you just fucking die. And when you die, would you be happy with the life you lived? By the time you die, your parents are dead, your relatives are dead, most likely your girlfriend who literally bends you over and fucks you in the ass every single day because you can't hold your frame because you can't put her down like a man. She bends you over and fucks you every day. She's probably dead or left you, and you're there dying in your bed, and all you can think is, man, I wanted to do this, that. I had life could be so much more exciting and so much more story worthy if I just had the fucking balls to do what I wanted to do, if I had the balls to hold my frame and disagree, refuse, say no to things I didn't want to do, and viciously pursue the things I wanted to, even if it meant alienating my parents, alienating my relatives. Because ultimately, it's what I wanted to do. This is what God gave me as a desire in my heart. If you really believe in God, God planted this seed of desire to start that online business, to live freely, to go to any place you want, anytime you want. And you're here cracking fucking DSA from YouTube for an interview that asks DSA question, even though for 99% of the job positions you're looking for, DSA is not even relevant. Like, how much of a fucking brain dead NPC slave you have to be happy with that, to conform with that. If you watched this video this far and you have balls, you're a man, or you want to be a man, you want to develop those balls of steel, like the men 300 years ago, 400 years ago, they used to say what was on their mind. They weren't concerned with being politically correct all the time. If you want to be that man who literally penetrates life, if you've read The Way of the Superior Man, you've read about this chapter, penetrating life like it's your woman. If you want to do that, start practicing frame control today. I'm not going to preach to you how to frame control because, like I said, just search up gold clad warrior frame control. Uh, he's better at explaining these things. He's more experienced. He has a lot of, years in this thing. I'm just a 20-year-old guy. I'm just telling you things that will help you because it has helped me. And literally start practicing frame control today. It is one of the highest ROI skills you will learn. It will save you so much fucking time, so much fucking misery, so much fucking disrespect in life. And like I said, if you're a young man who is on self improvement, but along the line it started to, fall off a bit, feel free to subscribe to this channel. I'll upload daily with shit on my mind. And I won't preach things really because, like I said, I'm 20-year-old. I don't know much things, but what I can share is my experience, my plans, and just a brother for you to feel inspired by, so we can keep both of us accountable. You keep me accountable. I keep you accountable. Yeah, that's about it. Hold your fucking frame.